On this week's episode of Nerds Talking the Podcast, we talk about the NBA All-Star Game and all the festivities that it brings. The new comedy special by Jim Jeffreis, High and Dry, on Netflix. Should you watch it? We'll let you know. Artificial intelligence is here to drive your car, write your stories, your music, draw your art, and more. Oh no, the future looks bleak, but we're here to save you. And karaoke. What's your go-to song? Do you like to sing in front of people? What's your jam? Do you karaoke all the time? Never? Karaoke madness, all that and more on this week's episode of Nerds Talking the Podcast. Now start the show.
Nerds Talking the Podcast.
Yo! We talk about lightsabers, stunning your TV screens, what you want to stream, everything beyond your dreams. Want to talk about movies, sports, or even politics? Go ahead and tune into us, we'll give you all of it. Whatever you're debating, Xbox or PlayStation, Marvel or DC, Mac or PC. Teraflops when the movie drops, gigabytes, chips, RAM, no matter what it is, we got all of it. Welcome to the show.
Nerds Talking the Podcast.
There's
Damn,
quite a difference
you have
between
such a fucking
All-Star
punchable face.
Weekend
I swear to
and
fucking God,
All-Star
I'm gonna punch you in the
Game.
goddamn
Let me
face.
ask you a question. Who watched All-Star Weekend?
I don't even know what that is.
Exactly. Who watched the All-Star Game? Because they're totally different.
I also don't know what that is.
Oh, my God. My goodness.
I don't know what is what. What is
Okay.
All-Star Weekend and what is All-Star Game? I mean, I assume basketball. That's what you said, Lafayette. What is All-Star Weekend, Johnny?
It consists of celebrity game, slam dunk contest, 3-point contest, and let's not just look over the fact that I want to punch Lafayette so fucking bad.
Well, I
right
mean,
now.
it's simple because you're an idiot. And it's just-
You're not the only one.
I
That
just
He's just an idiot.
line, that line goes down the street.
Hey, can we
Goes
start
around the
recording?
block.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to Nerds Talking the Podcast. You're in the middle of Johnny wanting to commit violence. That's right. Welcome to the show.
fucking snitch.
See that? Yep. There he goes. I'm here with Carlos, Johnny, Laura, and I'm Lafayette. And Johnny wants to get into the NBA basketball All-Star Weekend that was. If you guys caught the NBA All-Star Weekend on Friday, it started off with the celebrity game, which was on ESPN. And then on Saturday night, you got the rookie All-Star game, followed by the 3-point contest, the skills challenge, and the NBA dunk contest. And then on Sunday, the NBA All-Star game, where all the stars come out and play. Johnny, go for it. Take it away.
Well, I didn't catch the skills challenge. I can do without that. The celebrity game, the only part that I caught was what's the
racist part?
the racist part. Did you guys see any of that?
You
The
know me. I
racist
didn't say
part
anything.
of the celebrity game.
Yeah.
So Sam
see-
Liu or Sam Lau. is that
Yeah,
what his name is?
Simi Lou. He, you know, like a sports game. Sometimes they'll have like a kiss cam or a look-alike cam, and they said, "Oh, this is a celebrity look-alike cam," and then it showed his picture and just some random Asian kid with glasses, and
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
kind of fucked up.
What
He
was,
was.
what was the racist part?
Oh,
What if the kid What if the kid looked up to Sam Liu and was like,
okay,
"Oh, that's fucking
I
cool."
started talking about a topic, and now I'm like more focused on punching your goddamn.
I mean,
fucking
I would love
face.
to hear that because what if the kid thought it was so cool? Like, oh man, oh look, I'm up. Oh, we look alike. Oh hell yeah, oh ching chong. And then
Well, on a
anyways.
quick Google, I don't see like any outrage tweets.
there's
about
no
it,
outrage. It
so-
was just the actor that came out and said that's messed up. That's
He said
racist.
it's not cool.
It was just
Yeah.
him. Nobody
It was
else.
like-
Everybody else was like, bro.
He
That
said
fan probably
that
thought it was cool.
it was like the best weekend until it wasn't.
You know what? Did you watch any of the game? Like-
A little bit. I mean,
Yeah, watching him play basketball was the worst part of the weekend because he can't. Sit your ass at home, Iron Fist. Playing like you got Iron Fist on your
Iron
hand. You're a
Fist? He's
loser.
not Iron Fist. He's
Who gives a
Shang-Chi.
shit who he is? He's a
Mm.
loser ass Marvel character.
Wow.
Anyway,
The guy with the rings. That's
yeah,
all
there
I
you
got.
go. The guy with the rings. Yeah,
all right.
that's
Let me see if I can blow this up so Laura can
Shit.
see this.
Share your screen, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
You can't really see. It's kind of
I mean,
blurry.
it's blurry, but even so, in blurriness, they do not. I'm like, well, maybe they do really look alike. No, even in blurry, they do not.
It's just
Oh, no.
unfortunate, and it's not. I'm not surprised. When I was stationed in Utah, there are some racist people out there.
You think because they played in Utah, that's why, not because
Yes.
they found the one Asian kid in the crowd and said, "Just pick him. He's Asian."
Yes, I think it's because
What
they're
if
in
they
Utah.
picked a white kid? Would it be racist?
It just wouldn't make any sense.
Okay, then. It
Like
made sense then.
I don't know why you're
made
being
sense.
like so.
Because no one makes an outrage about it. He was just like, "That's not cool." Well, why
because
not? The
nobody
kid-
cares
What
about
if the
that
kid
shit.
thought it was
That's
cool?
that
That's
whole
the
like
thing.
stop Asian hate and all that stuff.
The-
Nobody cares about that stuff.
The Asian kid may have thought it was so cool. Like, oh shit! Oh, they put me on the board. Oh, they think I look like him. Oh, that's cool. Like,
When I was
What if
stationed
the
in
kid would have
Utah,
tweeted, "That's not cool, man"?
man, if the kid would have
His
tweeted
movie
that,
sucked.
that's not cool. I look way better than him. Oh, he looks nothing like me.
you're stupid.
Oh my god.
Yeah, when I
Is
was
it
stationed,
racist or
It
oh,
is
sorry,
racist.
Go ahead.
It
no,
is you just
I
spoke.
want to
That's
hear
racist.
Johnny's story.
Shut up. Whoa.
Lafayette,
Game
be quiet. I
over.
want to hear Johnny's story.
Go ahead,
What's funny
Johnny.
is that
now,
Johnny's
I'm in my
Johnny's
head.
looking at
I'm like,
Lafayette
I'm just
unknowingly.
deciding like which hand I'm
Lafayette's
gonna
still
Which
punch
his
hand I'm
left.
going to
with.
use to punch through a screen via
Right.
internet?
You're not going to be surprised, right? Like once you like catch some like a big old fist right in your left eye, you're not going to be surprised. You're like, all right, I can see that.
No.
That's years of buildup right there, buddy.
Yeah, he has years of like just this Asian hate against me. Anyway, Laura, what was your question?
It's funny.
I
every
wanted to
time-
hear Johnny's story. That was my question.
Oh, okay.
When I
time
was
Johnny
stationed
looks to
in
the
Utah,
left, he doesn't realize he's looking at Lafayette.
So when I was stationed in
Oh,
Utah,
on your screen.
we
Yeah.
were at a sports bar watching the game, and then at the time Yao Ming was a rookie, and so they like panned to him, and then they panned to his parents in the crowd, and like some dude behind me was like, "Oh, look, Yoko Ono," and then I was like, "What the fuck?" So I get up, and I'm like, "What the fuck did you say?" He's like, "Oh man, it's just I'm just messing around." And I'm like, "This fucking place, I swear to God, super clean though." Salt Lake City, super clean, but they never
are you
cleaned out the racism.
Are you like Charles and Shaq when they said there's ain't shit to do in this city? It's a boring ass city. They took heat for that too, and I just thought it was their opinion. And then
Yeah,
Shaq was like, "I've never had so much room service in my life."
yeah. There's not much. I mean, if you want to drink, it's limited in the state to everything's 3.2%. Bud Light's 3.2.
what?
Like if you wanted to get a Mike's Hard Lemonade, it's all 3.2%.
They
And then-
changed their like drink for
Yeah,
the state.
the alcohol content.
What do you what wine do they sell there?
So
Because
I would-
wine is way
I
more
would-
than
You
3.2%.
know what? I could live in Utah.
Well,
Isn't that
wine
beer like 4 or 5?
Yeah,
Yeah.
beer is normally 4 or 5, but everything there is 3.2 for those drinks. If you want to get wine or hard alcohol, then you have to go to I think it's just like a state-run store or a
Huh.
special
ABC
like,
store.
Those fucking
Somewhere.
Mormons, man.
right?
Fuck them.
So Utah's like Singapore of America. Very strict rules.
Yeah,
Those damn Mormons.
yeah, but they're not going to cane you in the middle of the street.
Oh, you mean Singapore? I know those damn
Yeah.
Mormons.
what
What else, Johnny?
God,
What else
I
we
would-
got from All
I
Star
would
Weekend?
love to see you get caned.
Huh?
So, Karl
Lafayette
Malone.
would totally get caned. If
Hell
we
yeah,
went
I'd fucking-
to
and I take it.
Yep.
Wait, give me some more All Star Weekend besides your fake racism crap.
Okay, so you obviously don't care. That
Nah.
says a lot.
Some little
about
white
you.
dude won the dunk
Doesn't really
contest.
matter.
Yeah. Did you watch the dunk contest? It was
I watched
impressive.
it all. I watched the whole weekend.
It was impressive.
Not that impressive. But go ahead.
The dunk contest?
Yeah, that wasn't that impressive. Only because he's short, it looked better. Taller guys don't look good in dunk contest. It doesn't work. All those other guys show up at 6'8", they look stupid because they don't look like they're hanging long enough in the air. The little white dude looks like he's in the air for a much longer time. He looks like he's doing more.
Yeah,
That's
but
all.
I mean, he also hit all his
Has
dunks
to-
on the first
He's
try.
got to jump higher.
Oh, he
though.
had some
Yeah.
great dunks, but it also looked better because he was also 6 feet tall. Everybody else showed up 6'10".
Yeah.
So, that's, But one of his
So,
dunks was stupid. He did a 540. Well, I don't see too many 540s out there, man. If he did a 720, I would have fucking
What about a
Should've-
420? I mean, that would be.
all the other guys probably already did
I don't
420.
know anything about
Not
basketball.
in
See,
Utah.
racist. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Sam Lou and then 420 jokes. This show's gone down a shitter. Johnny, continue.
One of the slam dunk contest judges was Karl Malone.
It was Karl Malone.
And so once that was announced, everyone got on Twitter and everything and like brought up all this old shit. And I guess when he was 20 years old, he got a 13-year-old pregnant.
Sure did.
And he also
Woof.
like refused like child support and stuff like that. I didn't think you could do that.
Do you know
Uh,
why? He
no.
said that $350 a month was outrageous, or $3,500 a month. You know how much money he was getting paid that season? $3 million a year. And he said
Jesus.
$3,500 a month, outrageous. He will not pay this, not 1 cent. And he never paid for anything for that child.
Yeah, he basically didn't accept it. He like played the I don't know, elementary school kid defense. Like, no,
That's it.
Nope.
Can't they prove paternity and force you to do that shit? I guess maybe not in the.
Retro pay, not in the Mormon
Not in Utah.
state.
Not
You know
in
how
Utah.
many illegitimate children are
You know how many
running around
13-year-olds are
Utah?
pregnant by 40-year-olds in Utah?
No shit. That too, yeah.
But his kid did great. He made it to the NFL, played 5 seasons. He did well.
I think Jack Nicholson has like a legitimate daughter or something out there, and he just refused to pay child support. Bill Gates had that too, right?
No, it
Also
was
in Utah?
Steve
not
Jobs.
Bill
Or
Gates, it was
Steve Jobs. Yeah. I just don't understand, because you always hear these stories about how athletes are paying, 30 grand a month on child support. Like for Steve Jobs, you should be able to get like one state per month. Or something like that.
Wait, but didn't he only have one child?
Yeah, I
What
think
if-
so. According to the movie that I saw.
According to the
starring
movie, he had the
Ashton
one
Kutcher.
daughter. No, not the Ashton Kutcher one. That one's crap. The other one.
I saw that
I
one.
didn't
That's
see
Michael
either.
Fassbender.
Oh, that's so good too. Oh, so good.
Both of them were on my list, and I never got around to it.
Isn't it just called Jobs, right? The one with Michael Fassbender?
Sure.
Why
I
not?
think so.
No, no. Maybe that's a documentary about Mexicans. Johnny, what else do you got for me with the All-Star game?
We're just gonna ignore your comment. Cool. All right. I don't know. I just thought that
What
was
I'm
kind
trying
of
to
a
do
big
is show you
deal.
what racism is, and it wasn't the lookalike thing. I'm trying to show you what it was, because you're not calling out the right one. That's all.
Well, my question is I feel like if somebody has a continued pattern of doing it, then I'm like, okay, yeah, that's really weird. But also, is it just kind of a form of facial blindness? If you features that you're not super familiar with, so you just be like, oh, that person looks like you because they have the features that are characteristic of your race, and so you think, oh, they look alike. And then the more interactions you have, and the more faces that you interact with on a regular basis, you're like, oh, clearly they
I'm not
look
gonna lie.
different.
You confused me. I thought you were talking about Carmelo looking at his illegitimate son, going, "You don't fucking look
No.
anything like me."
I was talking
I
about
was so confused for a minute.
racial,
When
everyone
you
looks
said-
alike.
When you said when you do that so many times, I'm like, how many times have you fucking done that?
I'll be honest. I thought that's where you're going to. I was like, yeah. I guess if you have a pattern of impregnating 13-year-olds.
You get confused over time.
No, but I don't know. It just didn't sit well with me when I saw it. Maybe it's because I'm Asian.
Well, I think probably because you're Asian, but I think that's understandable.
Yeah, it's 100%
Because if you're spent your whole life, people saying you look like blah blah blah, and you're like, no, I fucking don't.
I mean, can you imagine?
Then yeah, it would be upsetting to also
Yeah.
see that on television.
What are the Asian jokes growing up? You look like Bruce Lee, and then it moved on to Jackie Chan. It was just a stereotype of what people knew, and it always was kung fu related. Oh, it's always some bullshit like that.
Oh, there's the good at math thing, which
Oh, yeah.
is true. I don't know.
I don't know why
why
anybody
it's
would
like-
deny that exactly.
Yeah,
I would always say thank you.
yeah. Bad
Yeah.
driving thing. I've heard that once or twice.
Yeah, I've seen it too. What else?
I think that's it.
That, that's all? Wait a second. Time out. You're called Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan. You're good at math. You fuckers think I can't drive?
Mm-hmm. That's
Well, you're
that's
three
it.
for one. 3 for 1. That's pretty good.
There's nothing
Let me-
one.
else.
Let me ask Johnny. If it was, I don't know, say Justin Bieber, because he's done the All-Star game before, the celebrity one.
Mhm.
And it was just some random white dude who looked nothing like Justin Bieber, like maybe some redheaded dude with a mullet. Would you
Joe
think
Dirt.
that's racist? Or because he's white, it's not?
It's not racist because it's not a minority.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of the other things that go along with like the Caucasian race. Like you can call somebody a white boy and not be racist, but don't call anyone like a black boy or a Chinese boy or something like that because it's gonna come across differently, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
it's a balance of power thing. Like Lafayette said about minorities. If you're a minority, then you're essentially
less-
not in it.
Yeah.
You're not in the position of power.
Yeah, you're
so-
seen as less than. So saying things like boy, you're seen like that's more like talking down to somebody.
So I feel like, let's say if it was Jonah Hill and then
Mm-hmm.
they did the lookalike and they're just really fat dude in the crowd, then
I'd clap.
it's something else. It's not a racist thing. It's just a fat shaming thing now.
It's just a fat thing in general. He's fat, you're fat.
What
You
if
must
they-
look alike.
What if they
That
panned over
depends on
to-
which one.
What if they panned
21
over to
Jump
a really
Street.
skinny dude? He's
Then it just
fat,
wouldn't
but a
make
really
sense.
skinny dude.
That's fucked up. That's so like bullying Jonah Hill. That's not right. You people again.
You people.
You people. Yep. No, don't do that.
I was just
Don't do
curious.
that.
All right, we
That's
can move
not
Well,
on.
this episode got off to a weird start.
Oh, it's
everybody.
so good.
Well, because Lafayette drove it off the rails and he's going to continue to do so for the rest of the night. I guarantee it.
Because ratings. Oh my God. People love ratings. I do too. It's sweeps week, isn't it? Does that even exist anymore?
Podcast sweep week.
I don't know.
Sweep week.
You live in
Yeah.
Los Angeles. You tell us. Was it
I
Sweeps
always
Week?
love when people are sweeps week. We got to put our best shows on. People stay indoors on purpose on that week. Johnny, All-Star game. What else you got for me?
That's it. I'm done with you.
Did you watch any of it? The All-Star game itself?
I did.
It's horrible, isn't it?
Now, didn't one of the coaches complain saying it was the worst All-Star game?
Yes. It was
because
Mike
there's, like,
Malone.
no defense. Like no defense.
Yeah, Mike
None.
Malone of the Denver Nuggets said it's such a waste of time. Let's not do this shit anymore. And he's right.
It is a waste of time. He's not wrong. I
And
think
they-
all All-Star games are a waste of time.
But they don't do football anymore. It's over.
No, football, they do the Pro
They-
Bowl the week before the Super
No.
Bowl.
It's over now. They don't do the Pro
Oh,
Bowl
wait, they're not
anymore.
doing Pro Bowl anymore.
No. This year it was a lot better this year. It was a bunch of skill challenges where quarterbacks throw it through moving targets.
Some sort of
All stars
flag
played.
football game or something.
All stars played flag football. Like it was like 4 different flag football games, and they even played dodgeball.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun to watch. But the NBA All-Star game, Jason Tatum scored 55 points. Think about that. And they celebrated it the most ever. Nobody guarded you. Like literally
Yeah,
nobody.
there was no defense at all.
They don't
right?
play defense. Yeah. I hate the All-Star game so much. Just like my boy De'Aaron Fox made it. He literally walked up and down the court almost like, I'm happy to be here, but I don't want to be here. Like this is crap. I didn't come here to just watch you guys dunk, and have fun. Like, play a damn game. In the 80s, 90s, they played a
Played
damn
the
game.
Yeah.
And they took
it-
pride in it.
Yeah, it used to be more important. You can say, "Oh, this person's a 9-time All-Star," and then you get credit that way. But now, especially when people get, I don't know, shafted, not voted to the All-Star teams, even though I forget that dude. I think he's on Minnesota, but he didn't get voted in, and he's like having a phenomenal year. And so,
Anthony Edwards.
yeah. So,
From ER?
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
Now you just
Very
being racist,
talented.
Laura.
That's
right.
Yeah, that's
Don't
racist.
look
He's
alike at
white.
all.
And he's not a doctor. That show was great, though. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it means the same that it did in the 90s.
No, because even in the era of Kobe Bryant, when he first came in the league, you wanted to see him face like Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
And it was exciting. Like, oh crap, they're gonna like really play against each other hard. And they did. They played like hard against each other. It wasn't just like, let's just have fun. And then when LeBron showed up, it turned into something stupid.
Yeah,
But-
the new rules are interesting to me. Like picking their own teams,
Dumb. Yeah.
There's no longer like quarters. You just everyone or the first person to get to 170
No, they have quarters.
points.
In
Well,
the
they have
fourth
quarters,
quarter, they
but
add 24 points to the highest scoring team's total. You have to reach that number to win.
yeah. I don't
But
know.
the thing is this: the celebrity game was better. I don't know if you watched it. It was so much better.
The Miz almost won.
The Miz
won
almost was a half court shot. He was just he was like a half second late.
Yeah.
And they were all celebrating it like they won. It was fantastic. It was too much fun. Too much fun. Anyway, did you enjoy the 3-point contest?
I mean,
It's always the funnest part, really.
nah, like Curry's not in it. Klay Thompson's not in it.
Yeah. Go ahead, keep going. Yeah.
It was okay, but
All right.
I'm glad Damian Lizard.
Damian Lizard won.
Yeah,
Yes.
I thought Dame time was good.
Yep.
That's it. But I could have done without it.
You got it. Good job. Good job, you. You did phenomenal this segment. It was all about you, buddy. All-star.
No, thanks,
Johnny's on the
buddy,
All-Star
man. You're
team.
the best. You're the
No,
best.
you're the best.
No, you're the best.
No, you're the best. And
Still
you look
gonna
like
punch you
somebody. I
so
just can't
fucking
point him
hard.
out. You look like
Oh,
somebody.
okay.
Who is it?
Who is it?
I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyway, let's take a break here. Nerds Talking the Podcast. We'll be right back after this.
Fucking douche.
If you like true crime, who done it, what led to the murder, who's involved, and how they got away with it, tune in to Don't Forget to Call Your Mother Over for Supper podcast at your local library, along with Microfiche and also the guy in the corner watching porn on an old dial-up system, possibly AOL. Matter of fact, he's the one that committed the murder. Oh yeah. And that's okay, because he subscribes to Nerds Talking the Podcast. Number one. Now let's get back to the show.
Has anyone seen my pants?
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the Podcast. I'm here with Carlos, Laura, Johnny, and I'm Lafayette. Remember to rate, subscribe, review, turn on your notifications. Every Friday there's a new episode of Nerds Talking Podcast, man. So tune in. Remember to review us, no matter what platform you listen on. If you're on Spotify, give us a star. Most of our audience actually lives on Apple. So if you're listening on Apple, just, review us. Tell us, give us a review and rate us and like the show, and it's cool.
Share
bro.
it with your friends. That's
Yeah.
how indie podcasts grow.
Tell your damn friends. Oh, I don't have friends. Loser. Anyway, Jim Jeffreis has a new special on Netflix. Jim Jeffreis, the Australian comedian. He's very popular. He has a new Netflix special, his fourth one, called High and Dry. Just came out maybe a week ago. So we all watched it. We checked it out. We have our opinions, our funny ha-has from the show. And he's, would you call him controversial? I don't know.
I don't think of him as controversial. I just think of him as raunchy.
Okay. All right. We'll start off with Carlos. Jim Jeffreis, High and Dry on Netflix. Carlos, what's your take on the comedian's new special? Take it away.
Well, I thought it was funny. Not as funny as his last one, only because maybe I'm getting a little tired of Jim Jeffreis. Because as the show went on towards the end, it started getting kind of dry, and I'm like, okay, how long is this going to go on for? But I did find it funny, like when he brought up Jada Pinkett Smith. I thought that was funny, and the whole koala deal. I thought that was funny, and the DJ Qualls story was hilarious.
Mhm.
But then it
I
started
had
going
no
on.
idea who that was. And I'm like, I'm old.
Do you still not know who it is?
Nope.
No. You ever seen Hustle and Flow?
Nope.
Anyone
The
ever-
sky dude?
Skinny
ever
dude,
see Road
yeah.
Trip?
Yeah, Road
Yeah,
Trip.
the skinny dude on Road Trip. His best
Yeah.
line was like, he's like, "Look what I got," and he had the girl's panties, and it was a big girl. He's like, "Did you
Oh,
kill a
okay.
cheetah?"
I just looked it up. Okay, yes, I do know who DJ Calls is.
Yeah.
I thought it was literally somebody who was a DJ, like a.
No,
I
he's a
had no
DJ.
idea.
He's like a real life DJ.
Yeah, because his initials are DJ. Cool.
Yeah, but like,
No, he's not a DJ.
Anyway.
He's not a DJ.
Yes, he
He's
is.
not a DJ. No, he's not.
I
made
didn't
that
know
up?
that. Well, good
You
for
made
him.
that up.
Well,
No
the fact that you
way.
just said I made that up, yeah, clearly you did.
Because I thought.
Wow, you thought he was a DJ. All
All
right.
right, I'm gonna Google.
Now, Carlos,
the fuck out of
continue.
this.
Yep.
You got it.
But anyway, so when he ended the show talking about his wife and all that stuff, I was like, okay, can we stop this? Can we just? It's kind of taking too long. I just didn't find it as funny as the last one. It was funny, but just not as funny as the last one.
The wife thing was the longest part that dragged it out, or it wasn't that
Yeah.
funny.
No, it was pretty. Yeah.
It was just all the sex stuff. I was like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, that stuff about his wife, and I'm like,
Jizz, dicks, vaginas, ha ha ha.
and it was like a 15-minute segment where you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, you're kind of killing the show right now. But then he picked it back up.
Yeah, it just dragged. Just drag.
I mean, the funniest part was the DJ Qualls Elton John, the funniest bit. Johnny, what would you take on the new Jim Jeffreis special on Netflix?
I haven't seen any of his other stuff. So was this not as good as his other stuff?
What? His last one was funnier. The one that came out maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
No, I mean it was okay. Some of it drug, like the whole like, oh, this is how you change from a girl to a boy, and then a boy to a girl, and then you just like chop off the dick and all this stuff, and it's like, all right, it just wasn't that funny to me. Some of it drug on, and I thought overall it was pretty funny, but I feel like you might need to be a fan of his to watch this one. Whereas some comedians, you don't necessarily need to be their fan, and you could just pick it up and enjoy the comedy special. This one you have to kind of be a fan, in my opinion.
All right, Laura, Jim Jeffreis, High and Dry, Netflix.
Just like Johnny, I have never watched any of his specials before, so this was very new to me. And I know, I mean, I knew that he existed, and I was familiar with his persona, but this is the first one I've ever seen. And I mean, I think I literally laughed, I think once, like a little like snort laugh once while I was watching. And it was the one where he was talking about the sex positions, and then the whole thing did really drag on. He's like, you got those 4 core positions, and then every like 3 times a year you pull out one and you do it, and you're like, this is dumb. And I was like, okay, that one made me snort because it was very relatable. But everything else is just, all the trans stuff. I'm so tired of hearing about that.
Oh, that was funny. The trans stuff was funny.
I'm so over it. Like, it's not edgy. It's not fun.
But it was funny because he was doing the opposite of Dave Chappelle. Like, he was like being kind of sarcastic. I love trans people. I don't understand why you guys don't keep transitioning. What's the next step? Always transition.
Okay. You know what? The part that I found the funniest is when he said there will never be a gay bachelor, because
I know that part.
All the guys would like hook up with each other.
They just start banging each other in the house.
Yes. Nobody is going to get a rose because they're all banging each other.
And how ugly people love COVID. They wish COVID never left so they can keep wearing masks.
Oh, ugly girls with hot bodies.
I was like, but Jim, you didn't think about the opposite. Girls with pretty faces and shit bodies. We really got fucked during COVID. Nobody could see me smile.
Yeah.
The thing the thing that really blew my mind was the thing about the suitcases that like. And I, not that it blew my mind. I already knew about that because my husband told me
that
about
was
that the
pretty
last
funny.
time. And it's 100% true.
Mm-hmm.
I looked it up before, and like how it happened for so long and nobody thought about it. And they use it as like a business case for innovation and about how humans are, kind of primed to not see what's right in front of them. It's such an obvious thing that we think we're so fucking smart. And yet we were lugging around suitcases for 100 years when we could have been putting wheels on it.
No, that's
so I like that part.
Are there any other products out there that when they finally made an innovation, you were like, duh, that you can think of?
No, that's a big ask. I don't know.
Like for me, the paper towels that have sections in them.
Oh, the smaller.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like, I don't know why that's such a big deal to me. And then the ketchup bottles that you store upside down.
The squeezy bottles.
Yes. We should have had that years ago.
Because I was at Aldi's the other day because I'm trying to save a buck. So I'm like, okay, I'm doing some grocery shopping at Aldi. They didn't have squeezy bottle mayonnaise. And I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with a jar? Dirty a knife every time? I don't think so, Aldi.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Because like I have a Costco membership and a Sam's Club membership. And Costco, they have slightly different products here and there. In Costco, you need to buy the gallon, and then you need to like dig in there every time you're using mayonnaise. But at Sam's Club, they sell you like 3 squeezy bottles.
That's much better.
Yeah, why do you need that much mayonnaise at once? And then
what about foam soap? I enjoy foam soap more than do regular soap.
I do not enjoy foam soap because
Are
I
you
feel
a
like
bar
it
soap?
doesn't get as clean.
What are you talking about? It's already halfway done.
Yeah,
No,
it already makes the
regular liquid
suds for
syrup.
you.
Maybe
right?
I enjoy the process. I like to, lather it up. It's all about the buildup, Carlos.
So you're all about the bar soap?
Actually, yeah, I use bar soap in the shower and everything.
Do you share the bar soap? Like when you see the hairs on it, like
Nope, it's just mine. I buy
man.
specialty, like fancy bar soap. It's like my treat yourself thing.
I'm the
Mm.
same. I only use bar soap,
Really?
and it's only
I don't
mine.
I don't feel clean when I use body wash. It feels weird.
Yeah, or like a loofah or anything like that. I just use a straight bar soap.
Yep.
What
And you
about
know
a
what?
washcloth? Do
That's
you
where
use a
you're wrong.
washcloth?
You washcloth. It depends.
This is where you're wrong. With a loofah, you're gonna get yourself much more cleaner than with just bar soap because bar soap is rubbing it on top of the surface. With a
Yeah.
loofah, you're scrubbing it in there. You're
Okay.
getting clean.
You're getting
Right, Johnny? Am I right or am I wrong?
exfoliated.
That's right.
It depends. You can buy exfoliating soap.
That's sandpaper is what that is.
I know, same shit.
It is. Yeah, it's
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
sandpaper.
And I think it feels good.
I bet you do.
I actually use sandpaper as a rag.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
Also, question about Jim Jeffreis, and I because I've never watched his specials before, and I'm not really super
Fail.
familiar with him. As he was talking, I started to get really annoyed by his accent,
Yeah.
and not because it's just straight an Australian accent, but I feel like he would start like kind of like slurring his speech in a
Yeah, like a
certain way.
drunk Englishman.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, but
I'm
I'm like,
confused. Do you guys not know this guy? He drinks.
but that's
His
what I
last
was
special-
going
He's
to
been
say, and
sober?
he
No.
said that he's been
I know,
sober.
but okay, he got sober in the last 2 years or something like that. His last special, he was
I
literally
remember.
getting hammered on stage.
But so that's what I was thinking. I'm like, are you continuing to do this slurring because this is like part of your act? Or is that actually how you talk sometimes?
Maybe he
I
has
don't
a
know. I
lazy
started to think,
tongue now.
yeah.
I think
yeah.
I think he's on stage is like his bit.
yeah.
Not a bit, but
I know
that's
what
his
you mean.
comfort
That's
zone.
like his
yeah.
effect that he puts on. And I
Yeah,
don't know. I find
yeah.
that irritating. If you're actually sober, don't.
No, I heard him
Slur.
on the Adam Carolla show. He was on this week talking about the special, and after he starts talking for too long, he starts doing the slur thing. So
Yeah,
I
maybe
think-
he does. Maybe he drunk his tongue into retardation.
I think so.
I mean, he had a good joke at the end about Greta Thunberg, and I was laughing my ass off, and I forgot what it was. He set her up earlier in the show, and then he brought her back around like Dave Chappelle does some jokes. And
Yeah.
It was the dead baby
goddamn
part.
fun. Oh, that's right. Underneath all the
Oh,
dead
that's
babies, it was, she was a
right.
surviving baby.
Because they killed the ugly babies and she survived.
Yeah.
I had
Yes.
to look her up. I didn't know who that was.
You didn't know who really?
You know what?
I didn't know
Canceled.
who DJ Qualls was. So.
That's no. I'm
different.
okay with that.
Greta?
Greta? Oh my god, out of
Uh,
touch, people.
I don't know that I can
gonna
pick her out
save
of a
the world,
lineup,
Johnny.
but I
Come on.
know
Yeah.
her name.
She saves the world by yelling at corporations.
Yeah. Come on now.
Yeah.
And the Republicans pick on her just because, for no
I
reason.
can't believe I haven't followed her. Oh, thanks, guys. You've convinced me.
Bastard. Yes,
You're welcome.
Jackie Chan. No, what else? I don't know. I thought it was funny, except for the one part. You're right. It dragged about his wife. Other than that, I thought the whole thing was funny. His last one was better. All of them are funny though. But if you watch his first one, it's damn good.
The one with the gun control and
With the gun
Pedroia. Oh, it's
It's
hilarious.
so goddamn funny.
hilarious.
He goes on about gun control in America compared to Australia and all that, and it's so damn funny. Oh my god! But yeah, check him out. Jim Jeffreis has 4 specials on Netflix. The latest one is called High and Dry, and yeah, it's pretty funny. What do you give it? What's your rating, Laura?
I was thinking about this, and because he's just clearly not a comedian that's kind of like in my wheelhouse, I really 2.5. I don't know. Well, it's not meant for me, so I'm just like right in the middle. It's fine.
Unbelievable. Johnny,
Same.
I can't right now. Just can't. Carlos?
3.
Yeah, that's better. That's better. 3.5. 3.5.
Only because it's not
Um,
as funny as his last one. It's a 3.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah, right. He has to top his last one. I mean, these type of comedians don't. He tours with the same bit for quite a while before he does something new. So it probably takes him a while to come up with all new material.
And then he's got to refine it.
He has to refine it, and he always has good stories in his acts. Like, but the last show he had some hilarious stories in his last show. Just well, just
Yeah,
watch
like
it.
the one where he thought he killed his kid.
Oh, that's
Hilarious.
that's right.
But she didn't have that this time.
Oh, remember he also talked. I think he talked about. He thought he'd drive home drunk, and it was so funny. It was just wild. This whole like His stand-up bits are hilarious. But check them out on Netflix. I think they're all there, all 4 of them.
They are.
And like I said, Jim Jeffreis, Mr. Funny Man from Australia. I don't know if that's an Australian accent. Carlos, do an Australian accent for us. Say anything.
Anything.
In Australian, though. Say it like with an accent.
That wasn't Australian.
No. That is true. That is English. That's what they speak. I speak Australian also, and American and Canadian. All right, we'll take a break here and let's talk on the podcast. We'll be right back after this.
You ever wonder where to get cheap gizmos and gadgets and electronics? You want to know how to get things real cheap? Listen to my podcast, Boosted It. We got Nintendos, Xbox, computers. You need television sets, the ones with the tubes.
No one wants to listen to your show, Tony. It's really stupid. I mean, you know nothing about electronics, and,
The show would be better if you weren't here, but I had to bring you here because I'm married to your mother, and she wants you not to be hanging around all those hooligans out there. Now shut up, I'm trying to promote my
you
show.
don't even know what a smartphone is. I mean, you're an idiot.
It does. You know what? You know nothing.
Smartwatch, huh?
A what?
Smartwatch, on your wrist.
Watches aren't smart. They just tell you time. The smart one is reading the watch. Me, knowing the time.
Idiot, that's what you are.
What are you talking about?
You're stupid, you know nothing. Get out of here.
You need to just sit over there. I bought you a soda pop.
Man.
Didn't I get you some candy or something?
Shut up, yeah.
Shut up.
Oh,
Anyway,
God.
the show's called Boosted It.
You
That's
stole
not
it.
what you think, but it's a great show for kids.
It's a criminal.
And
He's a loser and a criminal.
what is it now?
You heard me. I
I
hate
swear
you.
to God, your mother.
What about my mother?
God bless her soul.
She's not even dead. What are you talking about?
I know she's not dead. Sometimes I wish she was dead.
I mean, what?
Anyway,
I'm gonna tell my mom.
oh, you're gonna tell your mother
Yeah,
that,
I'm
huh?
gonna tell my mom you said that.
Nobody likes you anyway.
Everybody likes me. My mom
Not
likes
even your
me.
father.
Huh?
That's why he left you.
My father died in an accident, you son of a bitch.
Well, he left you. Anyway, he wanted to leave. He left. So
What?
why doesn't matter.
That's not right.
The show's called Boosted It. This kid's a punk. You want to know about gizmos, gadgets, who's
He
and
knows
what's?
nothing.
Listen to it anyway. It's on every platform. Anything you want to do's.
No.
You can even buy it at Radio Shack.
Radio Shack doesn't exist. That's why you're an idiot.
What do you mean Radio Shack doesn't
You're
exist?
stupid.
You know what doesn't exist?
What? Tell me, huh?
Your father. Ha ha. Gotcha, punk.
And now back to Nerds Talking the Podcast. Welcome back to Nerds Talking the Podcast. I'm here with Carlos, Johnny, Laura, and I'm Lafayette. Have you got into the world of AI yet? It's all over the internet. Now you can be an artist by using AI. You can be a writer. You can be a musician, all with artificial intelligence. Are you tuned in? Have you logged in? Put your information, I'll let you know. Chat GPT, is it GPT?
Yeah.
Chat GPT. So have you used it, Laura?
I have not. I just discovered it
Phenomenal.
this week because this was back November or December, when it hit the internet, everyone was going nuts about it. And I was, elbow deep in baby and I had no idea what the hell was going on. But apparently this past week or week before last, they just integrated that same chat function from OpenAI into Bing's chat.
That's right. Bing now has
and
it.
it went off the rails.
Yes.
And was saying some crazy ass
It actually
shit.
had it's like a Terminator shit.
Yeah. It was
started turning on people and having mind of its own and shit. That's
and,
right.
Well, saying, I want to destroy humanity. I want to launch nuke codes. And I mean, it's led by what you talk to it about. So that's probably And so this one writer wrote this breakdown about how he was having 3 different conversations with it at the same time in different personas and all this kind of stuff, because it has this logic tree and it eventually goes off the rails. And so I was reading all this stuff and it just blew my fucking mind because I didn't realize how game-changing this is.
Oh, it's wild. Yeah.
I mean, even if you just look at it in the most simplest way, it's going to most likely replace the search engine within a couple of years. And that is mind-blowing.
I mean, it'll do both, basically. Yeah. The thing is, it's crazy. I went in and typed something. I typed, write me a song as if it was written by Eminem and make it about this and make sure it has 3 verses. And it did it. It literally wrote me a whole rap song with 3 verses, a hook, everything. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was reading it along and I was like, oh shit, it all makes sense and it rhymes. I was like,
I know.
What the fuck? And all I thought to myself, this is just a cheat code now for anyone that wants to write anything. You want to write a novel? Tell it to actually write you one. I want you to write me a 100,000 word novel about a vampire that moves to Brooklyn and he's on EBT, but his best friend is Johnny Butt Stuff, and and Johnny Butt Stuff looks like this little Asian kid at a basketball game. We don't know why. Now write it, and it'll write the whole thing. It'll literally write it all for you, and you're like, holy shit! And it'll just make this it's wild. It's like it's a cheat. It's a cheat. AI is a cheat in general. Carlos knows this. For artists, there's AI art now, where you can give the program so much detail, like a ridiculous amount of detail, and you can tell to draw like a particular artist, and it'll mimic that artist's style, but give you exactly what you asked for. Like
except for the hands, can't draw hands.
No, the hands are fixed. The hands are fixed. No, the hands are fixed now.
No, not all of them.
No. In the main one that people use, the main tool that they use, I forgot what it's called, the most popular one. The hands are now fixed. But it's crazy. AI, it's nuts.
To me, I think is the most depressing application. Actually, the arts. It's because it's a system that all it is, it's only as good as what you put into it. So if you put everything into it, all it is just going to take the same shit and regurgitate it over and over and over and over again. And real insight, real creativity is going to flop. It's just like we've built this gigantic mirror of humanity, and then we're just going to sit there and marvel at how great we are and stop progressing.
Wait a second. Where do you sell this mirror at?
The mirror being
I don't need it. I mean, I know
the
where I am.
automation.
You're right.
But people have already started pushing back on it. Like the conventions now that I will be attending or tabling at, you cannot sell AI art. It's not allowed.
I think that's good.
Great.
What is the worst thing about AI art? Are the people that create it saying, "We're artists too"?
They're not artists. They're garbage.
And they, you know what the funniest one is? They say the same thing over and over. You guys have hogged it all this time. You guys have hogged all the art skill. All the people with talent have hogged all the talent? People that actually have skill and practice, they've been hogging it. And now you know how to put a couple of keywords into a program, and you're like, I'm an artist. Look at me.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
I mean, the same thing for writers. So, you can take a fucking synopsis, and you're that's not a book. You have to fucking write it.
I would love to. No, you writers have been hogging this shit all along.
You writers have been like, oh, you like words. Oh, well, guess what? I like pizza and I like guns. Make a movie. I think we should take synopsis from movies. Oh, it's called Die Hard Hut.
When's that coming out? Like
Tuesday.
I would probably.
You're so in.
Yeah. Wait. Is it Marvel or DC?
Oh, it's DC, so it's gonna be brooding a little bit, a little dark.
I don't know. Have you guys ever gone to one of those paint nights where you like drink wine and like artists come through and
you paint what they paint?
Do you know how it feels to fucking produce a piece of shit at the end of this while everyone else is looking at your piece of shit and wondering how you passed kindergarten? Do you know how bad that feels?
Yeah, but you're unique.
Yeah, it's a Picasso, baby.
Yeah, you know what? They said that to me too. Oh, that's really good. It represents you. I'm really bad at art. I can't draw for shit. My handwriting's sloppy.
Oh,
I wouldn't mind if
you're all in. You're all in, then, right?
So sad.
I wouldn't say I'm all in, but I don't want to feel that way anymore. I don't go to the fucking paint nights anymore.
Yeah, but you didn't make it. So
I'm the worst one, Laura.
You know what? Take
in a room full of 40 people, I am the worst one.
Take
like the artists will come by and they'll like go to other people and be like, okay, whoa, that's great. The color blend here. And then she'll just come by mine and be like, okay. and then that's it. She might not even say okay, and then at the very end, like, oh, are you gonna sign it? I'm like, come on, you know I'm not gonna sign this piece of shit. Like,
I'd walk by yours and be like, Durr, and just keep walking by.
And you know what? You would be very accurate because it's really bad.
Yeah,
but I'm paying $40 to like feel inadequate.
It's for the experience.
Or you pay $40 for wine.
Oh,
Yep.
All right.
Was
Well, you bring your own, don't you? And those
Obviously,
you bring your
Laura,
own.
you don't know
I
what
don't
it
know.
feels like to be last in the paint night.
Whatever. I went to one paint night. I painted it. I looked at it. And I mean, it wasn't awful, but it certainly wasn't good. And I'm
Let me
immediately
tell
like,
ya.
what am I supposed to do with this? I'm not going to
Yeah,
hang it
that's
in my
another thing
living
too.
room.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Immediately went in the trash.
no, I did one of those, and I thought because I draw off, I'm gonna kill it. It's gonna be so easy. All the people are gonna look like ass when I'm done. I was probably the third worst of the bunch, and then I was like, I know where I'm gonna put this. I went straight to their bathroom and hung it on the wall. That's where shit belongs. Johnny was in there in the trash. I was like, Johnny was here. AI, yeah, but AI is crazy. It's just gonna, it's gonna do what TikTok does for entertainment slash media. If TikTok, let me tell you something about TikTok, because I just started getting into it where I'm like, actually, I never watched it. I just used it. Now I started like watching it, and it's
I
so
was gonna tell you, Lafayette, you should put your music on there.
no, well, it has so much entertainment value. You're like,
Mhm.
holy shit, this guy's hilarious. And these are just people in their house doing stupid shit. And there's a million rappers on there, so on and so forth, to the point where just musicians in general. I follow all these really good musicians that just, oh man, that song's really good. You should put that on the radio. Like this guy was playing his little pop song on his guitar, and I was like, damn, this is like, but he doesn't need that. He doesn't need the radio. That's just it. He had 100 million followers, whatever it is. He had tons and tons of likes and views, and you don't need it. And AI is the same way. You're not going to need artists, and you're not going to need writers anymore. That's what I was thinking earlier. We all take a movie we like. We take the synopsis from IMDb, put it into there, and see if it writes a whole different Die Hard than we actually enjoyed the first time. You know what I mean? Just take the synopsis and put it in and see what it gives you.
Do you think it's going to write a Christmas movie or an action?
You son
movie?
of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Yeah. Rah, 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 rah. So right that, God damn it.
I find the whole exercise just to be incredibly depressing.
No, exercise is depressing. Well, what about AI?
It's and you know, taking it like to the next level and thinking about like, what is the future going to look like this in the next, 20 years, the next 50 years, the next 200 years. Like, it's going to eventually, once the technology is there, they are going to make Westworld style people.
What happens though when AI takes over majority of jobs?
Exactly. That's
How
only one aspect of the depressing.
But how do people make income? You know what I mean?
That is a question for future generations to decide.
Oh yeah, way future. Like won't be here anymore. But
I don't know.
I think about that sometimes, and I'm like, what if there's like everything is automated, or majority of it's like Amazon stores here where there's no workers. You walk in, as long as your app is on the phone, it starts charging everything as you pick it up, and it knows exactly what you have when you walk out. I even asked the one worker there that just stands around, how does it know? He's like, it knows. I was like, you sure? Believe me, walk out of that store, it knows. I walked out and it knew I bought a cookie and a drink, and I was like, what the fuck? And it charged on my Amazon account. I was like, how the fuck does it know this? Like,
and how does society continue without basically a middle class?
That's what it is. There will be no middle class.
Question.
Exactly. It'll be the rich and then nerds talking the podcast. So yeah, it's wild. AI is wild, man, and it's here. It's here. They thought
the language though just blew me away. Reading through the chats and how natural and normal it sounded, and thinking about how, I mean, even Facebook algorithms have been weaponized against us for election purposes, right? I mean, if you subscribe to that, which I do, but so that's just a Facebook algorithm. Think about what a natural language chatbot can make people do
and think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Think about being catfished. You're not even going to be catfished by a person anymore.
No.
You can be catfished by a fucking government or a corporation.
Wait until they make it where voice AI is natural, sounds natural, and then you get a call. Hey Johnny, this is so and so, and it knows all the information about the person calling you and you. Oh shit, I haven't talked to you in a while. I know, it's crazy. Anyway.
Yep.
Hey man, that painting you did, man, not bad, man. Don't feel bad, bro. It was okay. I mean, you're all right, man. I was there.
I feel like only a robot could tell me that.
I
It's like
know.
it's like
You're
a face only a mother could love. That's how my painting was.
You're like,
So
who's this?
fucking
T2000? Who's calling me?
bad.
Man, I'm sorry, man.
Wow, AI's voice sounds stupid.
I know.
No, it. What did you ever see the movie Her with
Yes.
I did.
Laura? Oh, you
no,
did.
but I'm familiar with the concept, but I've never watched it. My
Laura
husband
watched
really
it.
liked
Laura,
it.
Laura looked on Google and she looked it up.
Don't trust that Google. It was a AI, and I really enjoyed that. I mean, it didn't get dark where like the AI is going to take over the world or anything like that. Eventually, they just got smart enough, and then they just left like all at once. But like I fell in love with Scarlett Johansson during that movie. It was such a phenomenal movie, and it was interesting take on the future and stuff like that. I don't know. I thought to myself, I would buy that, but sadly, it doesn't exist yet.
Yeah,
That's the movie
It
with
will.
Joaquin Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
basically, his girlfriend is the phone.
Yeah, the phone. Yeah, it takes
Yep,
her
yep,
everywhere.
Yeah.
Then there's
Yes.
Ex Machina. That one was really creepy.
But that one was an
That was
actual
all right.
robot, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
Yes.
No,
yeah.
she was a robot.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah.
We won't see that in our lifetime.
No,
Those like
no. Mm-mm.
Well, my mistake. Japan
Oh,
and their sex robots. They look pretty real.
But they've got to put together all like the
that's
natural.
what I heard too.
It's just like, okay, so you've got like the outside, right, that looks realistic, but then you also have to have the movements that all look real. And I mean, if they've just cracked the language matrix, and that took however many years, how much longer until you incorporate natural human movement, and it's not going to be in our lifetime.
No, it won't. It won't be in our lifetime. But it's just wild to think about. That's
Yeah.
all. I mean, they got cars that drive themselves, right? So
And
it's
then
getting
how do
there.
you treat those synthetic people?
Like dicks? See, that's my answer. So
If it looks
I don't
like
know.
a duck, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck,
I've
is
seen
it a
this
duck?
movie. Isn't it iRobot?
ooh, yeah,
It's
iRobot.
there's all kinds of movies. There's the movie AI, there's
Yeah,
That's right.
Robot,
AI, yeah.
Westworld,
iRobot.
the entire freaking series, which is
Yep.
mostly
Everybody was a
shit,
robot.
except for the first episode or
Wait,
first season.
What?
Sorry.
No, the first two seasons.
Mm,
Season
was
3, that
okay.
was horrible.
2 is okay. 1
Mm.
is a masterpiece.
Oh, just the 3 is shit.
It is shit.
All right. So you guys ready for it? You guys scared of it? You want more of it?
Scared.
I'm not
Who's
scared
behind
of
it?
nothing.
Skynet?
Skynet. I don't know. It's all interesting to me. Like I said, it's fun to play with. That's for sure.
Yeah,
It's
I
a lot
wanted
of
to play
fun,
with it,
though.
but I was too scared because I didn't want to put my
And the one
Google
you
account
played
in.
with is on Bing?
I played with
No.
the
an
chat
AI?
with the chat one. Yeah.
The Bing one is they only unleashed it to a certain amount of tech journalists who were also who broke it and then posted about all the crazy shit that it said. So that one is not out yet.
I think I
But-
read about that one where the guy was like, "I love you," and then the response was like, "You don't know me enough to love me, and I don't trust your response." I was like, "Wow."
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Okay.
fucking freaky.
And there was another one that I got served on. It was on Instagram on my music page, and it was about we got a hack for you musicians out there. No matter what it is, you want to do rap, pop, rock, and it was another one where it wrote all your songs for you. You just put in what you want your song to be about. What type of song is it? So pop, rock, soft rock, country, everything. You put all like 8 details. You hit create, and it makes a whole song for you. And you're like, this is so cheating now. Oh my god!
I mean, like,
Does it play the song and like put the music
Here's the
and whatnot
thing:
to it?
if you pay, it will do that for you. It records a demo for you to how the song should go, and then you take that and you re-record it. I was like, holy shit! This is just the wildest thing now,
that's
because
just so fucked up. to me.
there's a
I don't know.
program
I
out there.
I feel like New Edition could use this right now.
Oh, they
I
could
mean,
use that. There's a program out there that you can do the rapping, and then you pick the voice, and it makes it that rapper's voice. And this guy did it and he said, hey, I'm gonna rap this song, I'm gonna convert it to so and so, Jay-Z. And it's a white guy, and he's like, this program will do it. And he put it through the program, and it was a Jay-Z song. I was like, holy shit. You now can just use other people's voices and put them as your feature to get an audience to go, yeah, I did a song with Jay-Z. Like, oh, okay. And I was like, this shit is wild.
And
Well, it's no different than deep fake, right?
yeah, I mean, that's exactly, yeah. It's
what
just
it is.
different versions of deep fake. Yeah.
But you're going to be more likely to be fooled by a song that features Shakira all of a sudden. Why is Shakira on my song? Don't worry about it. I know people who know people. And, you know, and people will fall for it. Like, oh, shit, he did a song with Eminem? Sure, why not? You know, matter of fact, our whole album is just me and him. like, oh, fuck. So, yeah, it's crazy. It absolutely is crazy, man. Yeah.
I use some it's like a version of this kind of thing that's not even a quarter as good for some of the work writing that I do. And I don't have a problem using it for work writing because it's soulless and I don't give a fuck. So I'm like, yeah, I'll type in whatever, you write copy for me. But when it comes to actual art, I mean, isn't it the whole fucking point of art for you to express yourself and try? I just, it gets me.
That's a good finish. I like it. Until
that's what they said at the paint store to me too.
What did they tell you?
Oh, it's all about expressing yourself. And I was like, I guess I'm a piece of shit because my fucking painting looks like shit. Here's your $40,
dude. Take your painting to a doctor so you can sign off on a handicap placard.
Dude, it'll probably cause somebody's seizures.
You know what your doctor will tell you? Just hang that on the fucking on the rearview mirror.
Nobody will question you.
No one will touch you, bro. Matter of fact, they'll leave dollars on your windshield. We're so sorry for you, man. AI art, AI everything. Just it's coming. It's coming. It's here. The thing is, it's not going to hit the mass audience anytime soon. If you're an internet, you know, if you look around the internet enough and you're stuck on social media, you know about it. But most people don't know about it. It's like the WNBA AI right now. Nobody knows about it. Nobody's watching. Nobody cares at the moment. So, Johnny, your take?
I mean, AI is good, right? Like WNBA is
Exactly.
good.
WNBA. It's just. We'll take a break here in this Talking Podcast. We'll be right back after this.
Are you sick and tired of being fat?
Yeah, man.
Being told you're overweight?
All the time.
You need to eat better, exercise more.
Well, yeah, for real.
Don't fit in your clothes. Don't like the way you look.
Yeah, that's about right.
Feel like there's nothing you can do to change that.
No.
Well, you're right.
What?
What makes you think you're ever gonna change?
Come on, man.
Eat some more, fatty.
Oh, okay.
Because this podcast is about keeping the weight on and packing on more.
Oh.
Drowning in Sugar, the podcast.
Okay.
It'll fill your sweet tooth, your tummy, and you'll pack on the pounds. We'll teach you how your obesity can get you a handicap placard.
Really?
So you can park closer to that Chick-fil-A.
Oh, I like this.
You've always wanted.
Oh, yeah.
How to get a free motorized scooter from the government so you can get around easier.
Zoom.
How it's cheaper to only wear one piece of clothing all year round.
How to do that?
And how you can file for disability and collect money from the government for the rest of your life.
Oh, wow.
All because you chose to be a fat piece of turd.
Oh, wow.
Remember, be confident, and not just in life, but also at your choices at In-N-Out
Oh,
Burger.
hell yeah.
The double-double.
Oh.
Gotta get it.
Yes.
Animal style.
All the time.
And think of all the money you're saving by not joining the gym.
That's right. That's
Or
right.
you could be on a treadmill,
Hey, wait.
listening to Nerds Talking the
Oh,
Podcast,
that's true.
breaking a sweat, losing weight,
Oh, no.
telling yourself you're no longer going to eat the garbage,
Oh, maybe.
and you're going to be healthy.
Hey.
But not you.
That's right.
You're a winner.
Hell yeah.
Nerds Talking the Podcast. Now back to the show.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the Podcast. I'm here with Johnny, Laura, Carlos, and I'm Lafayette. Thank you for listening to the show. We're now going to get into karaoke. What songs have you sung at karaoke? What is your go-to? Do you like karaoke? Is it something you enjoy? Have you done it lately? Johnny, we'll start with you. Do you like karaoke?
Well, thanks for asking me, Google. The only thing worse than my art is my singing. So I don't enjoy
This is not going
karaoke.
good for you.
Yeah, but you hate your voice.
And all the like,
He does.
my voice is a boner killer, is what they say. So I don't enjoy karaoke because I'm not any good at it. And yeah, I've tried it once. And you know how like at the karaoke at some karaoke places there's like a vibe in the crowd and everyone's very supportive. And I didn't even hear any golf claps after I was done. I was just like, okay, well,
That's rude. Everyone should clap.
What did you
after
wait? What
everyone's
did you?
done.
What
Yeah,
new
what did
edition
you
song did
sing?
you do?
And
Yeah.
can we
I-
guess? Can we guess?
It was me and a couple other guys, and we
Oh, so a
sang
couple of you guys. Oh,
"Lean
you
on
guys-
Me."
Really? Wow,
Yeah.
That's a
interesting
classic.
choice.
I would think
Interesting
that
choice.
would get a clap because that's a
Well, I think it's about
classic.
how you perform because I did not get any claps.
I'm not gonna lie, that was not my guess. Of
Now, did you
song.
guys each take a section, or did you guys sing it all at the same time?
Yeah,
together?
what'd you
It
guys
was
do?
all at the same time,
okay.
and
Oh.
all,
Such a good
all
song,
bad.
too.
And
All bad.
Anyway, I thought you sang Wang Chung tonight. Carlos, how about you? What do you?
oh my god, that's so hilarious.
It is. Or I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. Another classic.
Oh my god, could AI be racist too?
Yes.
It is. Look it up. Like they have trouble with AI being racist and sexist, and because it tries. Anyway, it's a big thing. Look it up. It's very interesting. AI is racist.
Because it's trying
Check
to
it out.
encompass everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It has
that's
to
why.
categorize things just like the human brain does. It's just as
Exactly.
flawed as we are.
Yep.
Mm.
All right, Carlos. What's your karaoke song you've done or your go-to, or do you even like karaoke?
I do like it, but I've never done it like a stage thing. We've always like rented their little rooms. They can rent your own private room. The only time I've ever done it is something like that in a private room. My go-to is Garth Brooks, Friends in Low Places.
I
Mm.
got friends in low
That's the one.
places.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
Garth
yeah.
Brooks. Huh.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
That was like the song when I was in like what 7th or 8th grade.
I didn't know that was Garth Brooks. I did that song.
Trying to get everybody into it. Yeah.
Laura, how about you?
I fucking love karaoke.
Yeah.
I went karaokeing for the first time in years last month for my friend's birthday, and we did the private room. I was pretty much on the mic the entire night. It is so much fun. My go-to song is a show tune that no one ever knows, but it's my favorite one to sing. From Cabaret, if you've ever seen Cabaret, Liza Minnelli movie in the 70s they made. But then I was listening on the radio the other day, and I remembered the song "Say It Ain't So" came up, by Weezer. And I remember a time that I got really, really fucking drunk at a bar that had karaoke, and I was singing "Say It Ain't So" so badly. And when I woke up the next morning, I was like, "Oh, that was embarrassing." But I have fun.
It's kind of hard to fuck up Say It Ain't So.
I mean, if you're like out of tune, you fuck it up. And I was definitely out of tune.
If they had an AI mic,
Yeah.
and then I could enjoy myself when going to karaoke, and wouldn't that be the point? Like for everyone to have a good time.
Well,
I
they do
mean,
have
yeah,
they do
it's
have
like
mics
auto-tune.
with auto-tune.
Yeah.
They do have mics with auto-tune.
Auto-tune,
Yeah.
like
Some of the nicer karaoke places have one. The one that we
Yeah.
went to had one.
Nice.
But honestly, to be honest, most people still sounded like shit though.
Except for you.
No, I sounded like shit a lot too. Those mics, they're not well balanced, and like they sound awful.
I've gone a couple of times, to a bar and it's karaoke night, and there's always that friend of yours that shows up, and that's really good, and then that just messes with your confidence, and then the rest of your night sucks balls.
Totally.
I've been to a bar where we used to frequent, like we'd play soccer, then we'd go afterwards, and afterwards just happened to be the same night as karaoke night. And it's always the same people singing every time we go, and they're always singing poorly. I never got up and did it, but it just made me feel better about myself.
When you see those people there, it's their thing, and the DJ, whatever the guy hosting, knows them and always puts them on the list at all times. The thing I hate the most is when the host sings every third song. Like he wants to go.
One of those.
Oh yeah, I went to one of those.
That would be annoying.
I went to one in Phoenix where my buddy did a rock song. Oh, what's that song? Little Thing Called Love. You guys know that song?
Crazy little thing called love.
No,
Yep.
no,
Queen?
not Queen, not Queen. God damn it, forgot the name of the band. Okay. Anyway, he killed it. He knew every word. It was a great rendition of the song. Then somebody else came up and did Thriller, I think, or some Michael Jackson song. Then the DJ or the karaoke guy was probably like 400 pounds. He didn't even get up from the booth. My turn. He did a song. Nobody cared. Everybody kind of went to go play pool or whatever. And then some college girls did a bunch of songs, like 3 songs in a row. My turn. Then he did like Ozzy Osbourne. And we're like, oh, why does this guy keep going?
Well, if there's
And-
not enough people to fill the roster,
Oh,
I
no,
guess
there
I would
was.
get that.
Like, there was
Okay,
those
then
people
that
next.
is extra annoying.
I'm the host, and I love karaoke so much. I get to go every, third or fourth song.
Then go join a band if you want to sing in front of people. That's so irritating.
Well, that's what karaoke is, though, right? It's those people that they're living out that fantasy.
I mean,
right?
that's why I like it, because
Yeah,
I've always
see?
wanted to sing in a band, but I've never done so. So it's like my version of that. But if you're gonna do that to make money, just yeah, I
I've
don't know.
only done it twice. I'm not
That
talking about
surprises
karaoke.
me. Ah,
I've only done.
also doesn't surprise me.
I did one Elvis song. Yeah, I know. And I was. Guess what? Solo act. You should have came. Sold out show. Sold out show.
Auto-tune.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys got it. It was AI helped out. And no, I just only done it like twice. That's it. I like to watch karaoke. I like to watch my buddies do it, but when we go out of town for work, people will do karaoke, and they'll ask me, "Why don't you do karaoke, man? You like to do this?" I'm like, "That's not the same. It's not the same. Like it's not the same deal."
So you don't have any go-to song?
Oh, it's always Elvis. I do Elvis.
Really?
No matter. Like the 2 times I've done it, it's been Elvis. Give me an Elvis song. I'll pick one that I know off the top of my head. I already kind of know the words, and I'll just give me Elvis. Oh, I like the Elvis, and everybody always looks at me like, this guy's doing Elvis, and I just like doing the Elvis.
I wish we
yeah.
all lived in the same state and we could go karaoke. That would be
Yeah.
fun.
Oh my god, that's so great! And then we could do a paint night, and then I could just have like the worst night of my life. Then you guys could just take turns kicking me in the nuts because
No.
that sounds terrible.
You can just get drunk as fuck and have fun. You just throw
Dude,
your
you could
paint
do- yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, you could do
Just
a new
grab
edition
a mic,
song.
just go
Candy
crazy.
Girl.
No, I mean like
Come
after the
on.
night's over and I'm driving
Uh-huh. Yeah.
home,
Yep.
I'm gonna sing my ass off in my car by myself.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna lie, I'm the best
Uh-huh.
one in the car.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
But
For sure.
when I go out with people,
You're the worst. Yeah.
I'm the worst.
Yeah. It's all about the tribe, buddy. It's all about the effort.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll do it. We'll do a live podcast at the karaoke bar.
I'm sick that day though.
Already?
Yeah.
You got SARS? What'd you get?
Yeah.
Hey, somebody got cured from
Monkeypox.
HIV recently. You hear about that?
What?
happened?
Yeah, in Germany, they cured a guy's HIV.
It didn't. I thought
Was
they
his name
already
Magic
did that.
Johnson?
Yeah,
No,
people.
no.
Wait. I thought they already did that. People were
Yeah,
testing.
that's already
Yeah, that's not new.
That's not new.
There's a thing. The people that are supposedly cured with HIV is still in their system. It's just
Yeah, but
doesn't. This guy is cured clearly. There's no like as if it never existed in his system. He was cured.
Was
like,
it
of
AIDS?
anything?
Because
What?
HIV, well, HIV and AIDS, they're two different stages
Yeah,
of
no,
the
it's
same
HIV.
thing.
It's HIV.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's HIV in Germany.
Yeah, I'd have to
It was
confirm
done by
this
it was done by
because-
stem cell research. Yes. You know when they crack babies open and feed them to alligators.
I have a friend who was working on an HIV vaccine, and
That's
apparently
what happened.
it's very
Any other-
difficult.
No. What? Oh, he actually was helping to make the vaccine.
And yes, she's attempting to make an HIV vaccine
Yes.
with some government
What's-
entity of some kind. But that made me think actually, because somebody was telling me the other day, they're like, "Oh, well, we have the AIDS walk," and I'm like, "Are we still walking for AIDS? I thought we basically cured that. You know, people
AIDS?
AIDS and HIV, like they take
No,
the
not
medicine.
AIDS,
No,
though.
you
Not
take the
AIDS.
medicine,
Mm-mm.
and then you can
Yeah.
test negative.
Mhm. We should walk. we
Not
should
for
continue
AIDS, but
walking.
for HIV. Well, that's what I'm saying.
You know
I'm
what
like,
I hate
somebody
though?
needs
They
to tell
walk for
me-
they walk for AIDS. They walk for cancer, right? They walk for autism. Anything else? Anybody got anything else?
cancer of every variety.
Yeah, cancer. What else do we
Uh,
got? They walk for like Alzheimer's.
Mhm.
It's all about raising
Heart
money, you know?
disease.
Heart
Yeah.
disease. But nobody walks for obesity. Unbelievable. They should
It
all
does
be walking.
seem like a natural hand in hand.
Thank you.
Mm.
It's just, and they shouldn't be walking.
Nobody
They
wants
should
to
be,
fight that.
It should be
We're
jogging
walking to
for
shut down
obesity.
McDonald's.
No, you gotta start. You gotta start attainable off that. You have to start walking because I can't run. God, I can't run for like 30 seconds. I'm like,
Lafayette, that might be one of the most clever things you've ever said.
Now, remember earlier when I had the racist jokes about you?
No,
Man,
that
those
wasn't
were
clever.
good.
No,
They were
I still want to punch you, but that was very funny.
Because you're against obesity, you son of a bitch. Actually, you're for it, you son of a bitch. Anyway, anything else? Are we done? Anybody have any cures for anything else?
What?
Nope. We're
we
good.
have to fact check this HIV thing.
Look it up. Look it up. Somebody Google it before we go. Put HIV stem cell cured.
Find the cure with AI.
It's gonna mess up my algorithm.
Wait, yeah, you're right. HIV porn.
Okay. A man in Dusseldorf, Germany,
Dusseldorf.
received a stem cell transplant using HIV-resistant donor cells nearly a decade ago. He stopped his antiretroviral therapy more than 4 years ago as no detectable HIV and has been finally declared cured. Okay, so he stopped taking the antiviral medicine and still tested negative. Okay. All right, I'm on board now. I understand.
You understand what I was saying?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. How do you
It
feel
bothers
now?
me that Lafayette was correct. I feel like
well,
I feel like you
listen.
read something and then you like say something.
First, I
and it's
didn't read this.
wrong.
It was all over the news. I watched the news a lot, so you know.
Really?
Reading.
Watch the news?
Reading.
I
Of
don't watch
course,
the
I
news.
don't-
I
love
read the
watching
news. I don't like to hear people's color commentary.
No, I
on
don't watch.
news.
I watch local news. I don't watch like when they
Oh,
just tell you. They
that's
just tell you
good.
the story.
Yeah, that's better. Definitely.
Yeah, not like this guy got cured. He got cured because of this. This is not how it should be because Wuhan. Like, Wuhan. Wait, how'd this come into play? Yeah, he fucked a bat. Oh, well, I tried it. Not bad. So that's pretty much it. That's our show, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Nerds Talking the Podcast. For Carlos.
Bye-bye.
For Johnny.
See ya.
Hey, Johnny, say it in your native tongue. Come on. Let's bring it back. Say it. Come on. Say it. Come on. Do it.
Like when I punch you.
God damn it. God
It's just-
damn it. Just
like
You're
I
gonna
have
go
so many
uppercut.
options.
Yeah, like
It's
uppercut,
like
Train-
hook.
like it's gonna be a combo. I think it's gonna be a combo,
Uh-huh.
and then I have to I have to think about Plan B's. Like what if I
finishing
miss?
move? Oh,
Why you gotta think about Plan B? I'm gonna impregnate you. And Laura.
Goodbye.
All right. Thanks for tuning in to Nerds Talking the Podcast. Oh man, it's so good to be a winner. See ya.
Ugh.